to Daggerheart, where the rust grows over gold. Plug into the motherboard, where the lost scripts all take hold. We bleed, we play, we restart. Every glitch becomes a ghost. Welcome to Daggerheart. We're alive on borrowed volts.
Hello, and welcome once again to Daggerheart MDT as we assemble a panel, a case conference, a real cavalcade of some of the most interesting characters in the health professions. Whipping around really quickly, we will go from the top. Why don't you start us off, AJ? Tell us who you are and who you're playing.
I'm AJ, I'm a paramedic in New South Wales. I'm playing Room, a wild-born fawn ranger.
I'm Sean. I'm a GP on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, and I'm playing Tidlick Deepheart, Frogborn Warrior.
I'm CJ. I am an autistic support worker in Tasmania. I help kids learn using Dungeons and Dragons, and I am playing a wild-born fairy hedge witch named Lillypilly.
I'm Wensley. I'm a GP from Sydney, and I'll be playing a Goblin Warlock.
I'm Mike. I'm a GP in Adelaide, and I'm an ex-paramedic, so doubly qualified to be here. I'm Kid. I'm playing who is a Ridgeborn Fawn Blood Hunter.
And when we left off, our heroes had uncovered a hidden free data well deep within the wilds, the wastes of the Echo Vale. Here in the Daggerheart Motherboard setting, the remnants of a previous society, the robots, run wild in the wild. And society survives in isolated cities, in mobile cities on the back of giant mechanical spiders or on the back of rowing centipede-like boats. And our heroes met in the wilds. They encountered some sort of cultist attacking someone fleeing from them. And our heroes intercepted them, they helped, and they uncovered something about the cult of the Fatherboard. Digging deeper into the data well with a data slate that seemed askew, not working, they came across a series of pods, and we saw both the past, the present, and the future. And it was as those pods all turned green that Lillypilly approached the door to the next room of the data well, hoping to find some way to transmit the information on the data slate. And it's there that we'll kick off with Lillypilly approaching the door. Lillypilly, what do you do?
I have my whip ready, and I look at Pip, my floating skull companion. This is all your fault. All of it, it's completely your fault. And I will very carefully go forward through the door. I'm going to get it.
You step through the door, and all the lights above the pods go flashing. They crack open, and you see those lights above the pods are starting to flash faster. But the three of you who have entered the pods are free to proceed if you wish.
Oh my god, for a second I thought I killed you.
Does our time in the pod count as a short rest?
I don't know if you get short rests in Daggerheart. You can have downtime to do things, but
It
that's
says-
generally a longer rest. Is there a short
Some of
rest
our
mechanic?
stuff, all of my stuff resets on a short rest, that's all.
Oh, yeah, it probably is. Yeah, I'll let you have that. Have a short rest.
Just a relaxing, traumatizing dream sleep.
So you guys, all the pods crack open. You're free to rush forward if you want. You're free to stay. And I'll give you further information as you step into the next room, Lillypilly, if you wish.
Yeah. I'm so nervous.
With enthusiasm.
I'll
Can
follow.
I push Pip through first?
So Pip says, "This is undignified." And Pip descends the stairs, floating above the ground. And you see a sort of an almost trashed, ruined research chamber. There's sort of a desk near the entrance. There's sort of scientific cloaks, white coats hanging on the walls, weathered, really threadbare, moth-eaten. And there's a number of blue neon crystals lighting up the room. And you see a photo on the wall as well. And you just hear... Can you give me a roll? I want you to see what you actually hear and perceive. Can you give me a roll to see what you can hear or see otherwise?
Now let me see. So perceive is an instinct roll. So let me roll that. And I have a 13 with fear.
13 with fear. I will take that fear. I'll log it on my new Claude fear tracker, which AI is crazy. I can just build one out of scratch in 5 minutes. Okay. So we will accumulate some fear. With that, though, you hear something moving. So you see a chamber in front of you. The only exit from the chamber is to the east on this map. So you hear something about the size of a goblin sort of skittering around in the corridor. You also see just a flash of blue light.
Are these rooms like us people sized, or are they regular people sized?
They're regular person. No, what's a regular person, right? But they are standard humanoid accommodating.
They're not like little people sized like we are.
Yeah. Excellent. I go up. Because
Sure.
I can fly.
Yeah.
So I
just
want to
flying
be up
in the
near
air
the
there?
ceiling. Yep. I just want to be up near the ceiling.
It's at this point that the ceiling, one of the panels in the
God.
ceiling sort of cracks and just cracks open. A bead of sunlight falls down from the roof. And AJ, your character falls to the ground flat on his
Am I
face,
super nervous?
having been trying to find out what was going on around this data well above and falling through a decrepit bit of roofing.
How do I take damage as I fall? Do I fall far enough to take damage?
No, but I want you to take a point of stress.
That's
And
fair. I shouldn't say anything. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Screams for the distance. It's, ah!
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 yeah.
Well, standing up, trying to take in everything, looking around, you see a killed sort of goat horns on top, clumpy little hooves on the ground. Not much else in between. Room looks like they should be taller, but they're not. Just in leathered armor, boots, dressed in green for camo. Not much else in the way around them except for just the bow strapped to their back. For now.
Is there anything up here like a
think about-
chandelier that I could hide behind?
There's
why
always a
they do
chandelier in TTRPG. It's not a great chandelier.
What do I?
In the data well.
Well,
I don't
it's
know.
more of a
Maybe they're
crystal data
fancy.
chandelier.
So my positioning for compared to Lily Pilly or if everyone else has sort of not come into the room yet, what do I take in the room?
You see, as described to Lily Pilly, you see a room, seems to be a research lab or the entrance to a research lab. You do hear that a sort of scraping sound, almost a metallic scraping sound in the corridor to the east. You also clock the other three, who I imagine are just sort of now coming through the doorway. Are you guys moving through the doorway?
Yeah.
Okay. As you move through the doorway, it sort of shuts clang close with an ominous bang. And yeah, this is where you find yourself.
All right. Just where I've fallen in, so I've been snooping around compared to where they have all gone in last episode. Would I have seen them in the distance at any point, or it's just sort of been different parts?
You saw signs of a battle, sort of explosions, flame, shattering of glass, and you came to investigate, I would imagine, but you didn't really see much of them. There was a woman resting outside who was sort of looking after a hostage, and she sort of explained that she had escaped a cult, and the other four had investigated the data well to transmit some sort of message, but she was a bit reticent to mention more than that.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, you must be them who are helping. I wasn't meant to be down here. It's good.
Hey, new guy. Nice to
Is
meet
he a
you.
cultist?
You a cultist?
I don't think the guys outside would say so, no.
Okay, that's fair. Good job. Well, you want some help? I'm Room. I will whistle, and then in the hole that I've left in the ceiling, just a little robot head will poke out. And jumping down is it's a robot dog. There's no easier way to say it. It's a bit beaten up. It's got a orangish in color, and say this is Ginger. What do you need? Who are you? Hello.
If we're looking at Room, what does Room look like?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, sorry, room, not room. Okay.
Not the room.
Room me, not the room.
The other
No,
room.
that room, not the room.
So Room is a wildborn, so antlers, but also is half wildborn, half fawn. So goat legs, but they are in boots, so no feet of the boots, just strapped up above it in leather. That is sort of brown greens, looks to blend in, doesn't have much in the way of sort of tech stuff except for their robot dog and a bow. Just looks like someone that lives rough.
Most specifically, how tall are you?
Are you asking Room, or are you
Yeah, not you.
gauging?
I'm looking at Room and I'm wondering how big Room is
Oh,
compared
Room's
to the
is
rest of us.
Room is 2'6".
Fabulous. You're allowed to hang out with us.
Room looks down on everyone.
As you all sort of congregate, there is you notice a photograph towards the other side of the room. It's sort of dirt covered, and it's recently been sort of attempted to be cleaned up. But there's a feature of a young boy with sort of blonde hair, a tall man with very blonde, straight cropped hair, sort of strong jawline, a sort of 5 o'clock shadow, a woman with brown, short cropped hair, almost a bob, and sort of a man who bears a somewhat familial resemblance to the other man with darker hair, but same sort of jawline, strong jaw. You also get a ping on your message board, Amox, from your patron. You just hear a little scraping in the corridor.
I think Amos is still kind of lost in his own thoughts. Like he's just sweating absolute beads. His eyes are just like proptosing out from what he's seen in the tube as he kind of stumbles forward, kind of just doing his own thing.
I don't like the scratching.
The scraping.
Yeah.
Does it
I
sound
don't
like something's being dragged?
Yeah, to a degree.
Yeah. Is there any light coming from the other chamber?
There are 2 blue light sources down the corridor, and then very faintly beyond that, you see sort of another set of doors.
And this is a fairly
Vaguely.
nondescript room, aside from the picture.
Yeah, picture some lab coats. Most of it's been worn down or broken over time. You do.
I want to put this on.
Yeah, that would be all you'd really see.
Can I put on a lab coat?
I would expect nothing less.
I want to see you looking like a toddler in a lab coat.
I put on a
Yeah,
lab
wait.
coat.
Are they normal humanoid-sized lab coats? Because that's going to be quite.
Oh yeah. Sorry, they are.
Big.
They are quite large.
Yeah. So
This is
Like-
Gazman's, you know.
Tidlick, get on my shoulders.
that's such a great idea.
Oh my god.
Right, I'm going to do
Grab a
that.
clipboard.
Instant adult man.
We are one adult human.
Yes.
I'm
With a
here, but I'm
frog
having
face.
camera issues.
Also, someone get that photograph.
Yeah, can
I'll
we pick
go
that up?
grab it. Okay.
I'm not joking. Are you on my shoulders?
Yeah, let's do this. Because you've got
Good.
horns, don't you? So I can sort
Yeah,
of
you can
see
hold
you.
the. Yeah, exactly. You can
Like,
use your
stop,
thighs, and we're
go.
gonna wrap the coat and pretend like we
Yep,
work here.
yep. Yep. That's
And
totally
we'll go
something
find out what's
Tidlick would be
happening in
up
the next
for.
room.
Let's do it.
Are you getting ratatouille'd? Is that the steering
Yeah.
mechanism right now?
Just imagining some sort of rug wrapped situation.
Oh,
I want to go
dude.
investigate the other room and find out what this scraping is.
Yeah, well, let's give it a go. Oh,
It's gonna tap Tidlick on. Let's go.
yeah.
Except I'm only holding with one arm because I'm holding my longsword with the other one underneath the lab coat. I can't see.
So you guys are leading the charge down this corridor?
Yeah.
I'll
Go
follow, but I'm
slow.
going to stay high.
A slow, unsteady sort of charge. But yes.
You both move down the corridor. You see those light sources coming closer to you. So 2 blue light sources emerge from the darkness. And a tiny remnant pops up. And you've mostly seen remnants as wild beasts or rebel robots during the Remnants Fury 5 years ago, when many of the autonomous robots went wild and attacked all the organic organisms in the Echo Vale. But a little sort of 3 foot, maybe 2'9" little robot comes up and says, "Greetings, I am Collaborative Lab Engineering Operative. Who are you?"
We are a human scientist. Come
Oh yes, you can tell by
to
the lab coat.
investigate the lab.
Just one regular-sized human scientist.
Yes,
Is-
thank you for recognizing that.
Is that blood on it?
Just a little. That's just Enoki's blood.
What do
I
you
am
do
Collaborative
here?
Lab Engineering Operative.
That sounds like we should call you Cleo then.
Ooh, yes. This is perfunctory.
What is your function here, Cleo?
I am Lab Engineering Operative. Collaboratively so. I help Enoki.
Who is Enoki?
Oh, he's very smart. He works down in the lab.
What does he do in the lab?
Collaborates.
You know, Cleo, you can tell me. I'm clearly a human scientist.
Well, hang on there. Stop. Collaborate and listen.
You check that one off your jokes to tell. Like,
I'm
it.
super proud of that one. That's like a Zelda callback. Finale, as well as an old 90s rap.
you're sitting there, he's going.
Tick. That's on the tick board. Go on.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, and Cleo's just sort of like, "Would you like to meet Enoki? Are you a lab assistant?"
Yes, yes. We should meet Enoki. Is Enoki friendly?
He's an odd duck, but he does make a very good lab assistant.
Sure.
He's always nice to meet.
Let's meet Enoki.
All right. And Cleo starts trundling down the hallway and sort of types a little code onto the door. You see some panels that were pretty hidden. He opens the door and you move into the next room and you see quite a ruined sort of laboratory. So, you know, there's still some functional parts of this laboratory. There are servos, there are servers and data crystals. There's glow of energy indicating it's still running, but everything's in a shambles. There's stacks of piled up paper. There's a coffee cup that's got sort of those rings indicating it's been used multiple times without being washed, like some sort of monster. It just like piles of discarded clothes and there's a poo bucket in the corner. Like this is someone who's gone off the deep end, just like stuck down here. And you see a man who looks very similar to the dark-haired figure from the photograph. He's got very unkempt black hair now, still the strong jaw, but a little more weight lost, sort of a little sallow in the cheeks, very thin limbs, and he's wearing a lab coat and boxer shorts, and it's sort of stained with sort of curry stains, you think, on his lab coat, and just like there's bowls of curry stacked up high next to him that clearly haven't been washed, and he's just sort of darting around the lab going, no. What if I tried Fagan's micro principle this time, and I combined that with Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, and then I cross-reference that, and he's digging through charts and bringing out maps, and just he's just a scattered whirlwind. Doesn't even really notice you.
Hello, fellow scientists.
I really don't have time for this. Who are you?
I'm Tidlick. That was him trying to think of a different name and failing. Tidlick, the lab assistant.
Lab assistant. I could use a lab assistant. Did my brother send you?
What's your brother's name again?
It's not important. He's not important. Anyway, if you're a lab assistant, I'll take the help. Tell you what, I am having some issues with the frame project in the next room over. I just can't get it to work. I really need the mechanical functionality out of the exoskeleton, and it's just not working the way I want to. I've been really working on it for a while.
This guy looked like a gaunt version of the dark-haired fella from the picture in the previous room.
Oh, almost without a doubt. No need to roll. Like, this is clearly, you've just seen this guy in the photo. Like, it's no hard thing to deduce.
Did you model the character on me? Because the coffee cup call out, the piles of curry stained boxer shorts.
I must admit, I didn't know about the curry stained boxer shorts, Mike. This was just a guy that I modeled off a few characters.
There's literally a hot chocolate stain on this t-shirt right there.
That's why I don't wear white shirts anymore.
Sometimes I drink too fast and I miss my mouth.
Are you feeling attacked, Mike?
Or
I mean, I wish I
represented.
looked that good
or
with
just-
like a plunging neckline and boxer short lab coat look, but I can assure you that that's not what's happening.
Save for your anniversary.
I'm trying to work out if I have some kind of sedative that I can give this guy.
While they're talking, I'll go through one of his books and see if I understand what he's on about.
Yeah, sure. You can have a look around. There's not a lot of intact books. There's journals and papers of his workings, which indicate a lot of things. There's a lot of schematics for Remnants. So you would know about 5 years ago, the Remnants Fury happened when the autonomous robots of the Echo Vale all sort of went wild as though they had a plague or a madness or a tetanus or something, or rabies. Sorry, not tetanus, rabies. The schematics all start around that time. You see that they're... Can you give me a roll, actually, so you see how much you get? Let's make this a game about rolling, eh?
Mhm.
Why don't you give me... Hang on. There we are. Give me a instinct roll, or... Actually, probably a knowledge roll. Give me a knowledge roll.
Yep.
And you can add to that if you have an experience that's relevant.
I rolled a 11 with hope.
11 with hope, lovely. With an 11 with hope, you see schematics for a large remnant, about 6 foot, 3 times the normal size of a person. So 6 foot, almost exoskeleton. It's got a cavity in the chest where the heart would be, and you can see there's schematics and diagrams trying to analyze what happened with the Remnants Fury. You see the schematics indicating he's like, do they have a soul? Do they have some sort of internal personality that is not defined by the circuits and the motherboard of the robot itself? And he's hashed this out, and there's a lot of scrawlings. There's not a lot of definitive proof, but you can see a lot of it is working towards building some sort of new exoskeleton with a carved out part where the heart should be.
I guess I'll ask the scientist and go ask what he's planning here.
And Enoki sort of looks at him and is like, yeah, I'm working on a project to make the next kind of remnant, but it's all failing. It's just I don't have funding. I don't have people. Tell you what, though, if you could clear out the if you go have a look at the exoskeleton, maybe you guys could get it to work. I'm at my wit's end here. I'm almost out of curry, and I just don't know what to do. I don't know.
Is this Enoki?
Yeah, my name's
Yes.
Enoki. Who are you?
It's like the tummy whispering.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, that's Enoki.
Show him
Um,
the picture.
Oh yeah, who got the picture?
I want to know what happened to the other people.
I will sort
I'll-
of try and
I'll-
surreptitiously
I'll
drop
ask
the
him.
picture down to Tiddly. 'Cause I'm up on the.
Enoki, just asking as a fellow scientist, is this you in this picture?
Yeah, that's me.
And this is your brother, is that right?
What did you do your PhD in? Smart deductions?
Something like that. Just wondering, where are they?
I haven't really seen much of them since the Remnants Fury. A lot of bad stuff happened then.
Can I poke my head out and just say, is that why you're so upset about the remnant situation?
Well, that was unexpected. Look, I've got work to do. If you want to help out, if you've been paid by my brother or something, come and help. You can go try and fix the exoskeleton. I'm struggling. I'm trying to make something that can be man and machine, but it's not going well, I'll be honest with you.
You're trying to blend man and machine together.
Yeah, I mean, if we can make something that's man and machine, maybe next time they won't go into a rebellion. If we're both the same.
Are you trying to blend yourself? Or do you have bodies, and I just look at the picture, that you're trying to bring back with the machines?
You're a step ahead of me.
I mean,
worried
I would like the
curry was
option to be
people.
able to do it at some point. You know, I'm getting older. The old beer gut's not quite as attractive as it used to be. He looks down. He's actually quite gaunt. He's like, oh, it's gone. But yeah, no, we don't use human specimens. I've been using lab-grown cells and a sort of exoskeleton. But yeah, I'm kind of busy here, guys. Do you want to help or not? I don't know.
I'd love to help.
Why not?
And
Can I
Cleo
see
pops her head up
anywhere-
and says,
Was
sorry, you go, Lily?
Can I see anywhere in here where we would be able to upload the message, which is what we sort of want to do?
Do you ask or you just sort of have a...
No. I'm not talking to the crazy man. I'm just looking.
Okay. You don't...
I'm sort of hoping he doesn't notice that I'm here.
Yeah. You don't see anything that would be allow you to upload to the motherboard here in this room. You don't think it's impossible. There is somewhere deeper in that could do it, based on the fact this is a data well and it's got to communicate with the motherboard somehow.
Okay.
Well, I might go check out this exoskeleton.
but in that time, just Room would have slunk over with Amox and tried to read the journals, flicking through, trying not to make too much of a. Here we all
Are you trying to hide it or you're quite openly going through it?
just openly going through it. If he's letting us already, wouldn't have made the first.
He
one,
sort of
would
looks over at you at this point. And he's like, "Can you not do that? Organize the way I want it. Big messy piles.
We can put it back in big messy piles.
Yeah, but it won't be the way I wanted it."
Okay, and that'll stop you making another remnant. Yeah.
You sound like my last wife.
Beautiful. Question. It's a question.
Well,
Okay.
Don't leave the papers
Fine.
everywhere, Enoki. Put your clothes in the laundry, Enoki.
Adam.
Puppy.
Are you okay, Enoki?
And you see Enoki just sort of like turns back to his papers and he starts shutting you out. He seems to be in sort of fugue state or dissociative
create something
state.
to make
He
the next
starts, like,
Remnants Fury worse.
drawing on the
Enoki.
papers. And he's sort of writing in a mix of scientific writing and also code. You see the scrawled code of the motherboard patchwork sort of job, but he's got a basic understanding of it. You could have a look further through room now if you wish. He's sort of dissociated a bit. Roll me a
Yeah.
knowledge check if you
Knowledge
would like to.
check. It's a 10.
With hope, lovely. You don't get anything more than Amox has with that roll. There's something that seems promising but has curry covering it up. So,
All right.
and Cleo pops up and says, "Would you like to collaborate in fixing the frame issue?" And sort of stands next to the door, like finger posed over the keypad. There's a door to the next room. There's only one door exit other than the one you came in through. And it's sort of got a red glow around the edges, sort of lighting through there.
Let's see how the collaborative research is going then, shall we?
Yeah, sure. How are you guys going into this? Like, who's leading? Is it still regular human in a trench coat, or who's at the front?
I might hop off the shoulders. That doesn't seem to be helping. and I'll head over. Cleo seems to be more fun than Enoki.
Entertaining there.
So I'll go that way.
Just before we leave, would it be possible to like have a look at this curry? I would like to determine if I feel like what he's eating is perhaps negatively impacting his mental state.
Boil into curry.
Sure. I would say that's an instinct roll unless you want to pitch me something else.
No, that
I
seems
suppose analyze
pretty...
technically you could do knowledge.
Yeah, I'm happy with instinct. Would I... So my two experiences are find the good stuff, which I've always taken to be like foraging, but also that one's gone bad, which is being able to tell if something's not good anymore. So like if this food is off in some way, can I... Excellent.
It's eating a poisoned food bowl of Sims flies.
Or he cooked it in like a lead container or something. I don't know.
That sweetness.
Because the man's noodle is not good, right? We agree?
I think it's trauma.
I think I'm 9 with fear. I got to stop rolling.
I do love the fear. I'll take the fear. With a 9 with fear, you can't tell much more than it's curry. This could be the kind of curry you get outside Randwick pub from the $10
Oh, so it's
curry shop.
definitely bad.
The only shop
This
that's
is lame.
open at 3 a.m. Walk back from a night shift in ED at Prince of Wales Hospital.
Oh, no.
I'm just rifling through his papers and I just go, Enoki, what's this?
I'm so proud of you. That's such a good callback.
It's terrible. Anyway, we can move along.
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before you exit this room?
Other than harass him.
No.
No.
I'm now pretty much convinced he ate his last wife, though.
Oh. I don't think that's his wife. I think that's his brother and his wife. And
No,
his
he
kid.
mentioned an ex-wife.
Oh, no, he's divorced for sure.
I think she's curry, and this is a pry-on situation.
He has several ex-wives. Graduated from Gudger College. Dignity.
Yes, let's go to the next room.
Okay. Who was leading, sorry?
Just out of stupid curiosity.
Yep. So you enter the next room, and you see the exoskeleton. You see a couple of things at a quick glance. You see this is a room with a number of mechanical arms with precision tools and lasers that can fire from crystals. You see another door that is locked with what looks to be, or at least reads as upload, written on the door that is currently locked. And on the pedestal is this exoskeleton frame that is mostly remnant but has almost scales integrated into parts of its torso. But the scales seem to have failed to fully adapt or are sludging off in places. And 2 bright red eyes are just staring at you from the head, but also a bright red malevolent glow from the chest piece where the heart should be. And with that, the frame looks up at you, and we are going to enter combat. And I am going to burn some delicious fear. So I'm going to spend one of those fears as the exoskeleton frame lurches up, and it is going to use its asymmetric build and use one of its arms, which you see is longer than the other, and it's going to make a wide sweep I need all of you to make an agility roll or be pushed to be vulnerable. So it's going to sweep its arm out and it stretches out unnaturally. All of you need to make an agility roll. Let's say let's say we're aiming for at least 10.
So I've got a 16 with hope.
I have a 24 with fear.
I've got a 12 with hope.
I've got an 8 with hope.
Ooh, I have a 21 with hope.
So for Amox, you would be the only one affected. You are now vulnerable, so you're off kilter, and you don't fall over, but attacks on you will be made with advantage. And you see that sort of sparks fly up the creature, and I'm going to roll something to see if it does anything, and then I'm going to pass the spotlight to you guys.
I would like to bend his luck, please.
Oh, tell me more.
So once per session, I don't get to do this again today. This is not like a long rest thing. This is per session. After I or a willing ally within close range makes an action roll, which I'm assuming an agility save is, I can spend 3 hope and I can give him a reroll.
Oh yeah, go for it.
So I will get rid of 3 hope. And you can try again.
Oh, thank you.
Roll better.
So, I'll roll agility again. I got 16 with fear.
Lovely. I will take that delicious fear, but you are no longer vulnerable. And I will pass the spotlight as it sort of stutters and sparks and starts stepping off the pedestal towards you. And Cleo sort of pops its head in the room and says, "Is it time to collaborate?" And it's your turn. It's your spotlight. Whoever would like to go.
Room immediately just launches an arrow at this fucking thing.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, roll me an attack.
I'm going to use Ranger's Focus as well. So I'm going to use a Burner Hope to make this the target of my focus. So after this one, when I deal damage to them, they must mark a stress.
Sure, I will.
And if I fail an attack against them, never mind. And I also get a +2 to this roll. 21 with fear.
Yep, that'll hit. See, how much damage is that?
Is now 5 damage.
Okay. Okay, just minor damage. So it does 1 damage and chips a section off its shoulder, and some more of that almost mushroom-like skin, the scale just falls off its shoulder, and sort of sparks fly.
Yeah.
Well, I leap forward with my long sword to have a whack at it.
Mhm.
Frog-like leap.
Mhm.
So my attack roll is 22 with fear.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. I will take that fear then.
So the damage there is 8.
Oh gosh. Okay, that passes its minor threshold, so that is 2 damage. Okay, you see it does significant damage to this creature. The exoskeleton frame sparks, and you cleave off something in the back, falls off, and the chest plate armor is now considerably damaged. Sparks fly, and its eyes its head twitches, and sparks fly down its body. And it's going to burn some fear to take the spotlight and use its thermal exhaust ability. So out the back, there's these fine pipes that shoot out, exude hot steam. And with that, I need you guys to make an agility saving roll. Sorry, agility reaction. You need to beat 12, and if you do not beat it, you'll mark a hit point and gain vulnerable.
25 with hope.
11 with hope.
It's 14 with fear.
I got an 8 with fear.
Okay, so anyone under 12, mark a hit point, and you are now vulnerable. Any attacks on you will you take them with advantage. And with its final spend of fear, it will point at Cleo and say, "It is time to collaborate." And its arm just sort of shoots out, stretches unnaturally, grabs Cleo, pulls Cleo back towards it, and I'm going to start a countdown of 2 turns, and you have 2 turns to finish this thing off, or something very bad is going to happen. And I'm going to put that on my Claude tracker so I don't forget. But yeah, Spotlight is yours.
I'm going to grab the spotlight and I'm going to cast my Blood Maledict, which is 3 hope, to give myself advantage on all action rolls against the target, which takes me down to 1 hope. And I gave you a fear token just then, which actually triggers my passive and gives me a hope.
Great.
As well. So I'm actually at 2. And then I'm going to attack with my longsword with the Crimson Right class feature, which gives me an extra 1d6 damage when I hit, but I have to take a damage to do that.
Yep.
I can't remember how advantage worked in this.
I think you add a d6 to your.
It just adds a d6.
Yeah. At this level, this tier, sorry.
Okay, so should I do my roll and then add a d6 roll to it?
That'd be the simplest way. I can see Lily Pilly nodding, our rules guru.
Hold
And
on.
by that we mean I've played like 1 campaign that was 8 sessions.
All right, so I do duality and then I do the damage stuff?
Yeah.
Yep.
Can't remember. Oh, I can click advantage on it. Okay, and then it adds it. Cool. All right. So it's 13 with hope.
That won't actually hit it. In its supercharged state is no longer as susceptible to damage. So there's something making it more resilient temporarily as the electricity flows through its odd organic structure.
Awesome. Cool.
Who wants to take the spotlight?
DMX, I reckon.
I will whisper into my ring again, and then I will call upon my mistress to perform a blighting strike against the remnant. So I roll a 15 with fear.
That'll just do it. I will take this fear. I will drop the countdown till 1, but that will absolutely hit.
So with the fear, I do an extra damage roll as well, as per my Warlock spell gimmick, and I hit it for 12.
Yeah, with 12, you tell me what it looks like as you finish off this exoskeleton.
So his hands are just like outstretched up, praying for a blessing, and then he forms like a little cybernetic spirit bomb and throws it forward.
And yeah, the exoskeleton is blasted apart into scrap, and we'll roll for scrap in a sec. That's a mechanic in Motherboard where you guys can get resources to upgrade your weapons. So we'll roll for scrap in a sec. But this thing gets blasted apart. Cleo drops from its grasp and sort of like comes over to you and is like, "Excellent collaboration.
Was it?
Teamwork makes the dream work."
Woo!
Woohoo!
We either need to convert Cleo or end Cleo.
Just really worried that that was blood on it.
I think it's just curry on reflection.
It's just a Vindaloo. That's what the red sheen is.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's go with that because that's comforting.
Also, what's the problem with blood?
Where did it come from? Like, whose blood is it? The curry's people, I'm telling you.
So yeah, you see there is one final room that appears to be labeled with upload. The mechanical thing has fallen apart to scrap. You guys can roll for scrap. You can explore the upload room. You can go back and chat to Enoki. The world's your oyster.
I think upload the thing.
Yeah.
Room will look around the room we're in.
I definitely am going to
Bruh.
inspect the exoskeleton corpse.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking for scrap or
Yeah,
checking it
Yeah,
out.
cool.
See what's left.
trying
So
to
let's roll for scrap.
prize
So
the
scrap
eye
is a
out.
mechanic. So you guys defeated a moderately difficult foe. So you can roll for scrap. I'll pull that up for you guys. Is there anything else you do want to do while I'm pulling that up?
Probably just
Um,
inspect this room a little bit further,
Yeah,
given that we
look
walked
around the
into a giant robot.
Yeah. When you roll for scrap, you can roll for either shards, metals, or components. So shards are things like gears, coils, wires that might be loose components. Metals are things like aluminium, copper, cobalt, silver. Components are things that are a bit more advanced, like a fuse, a circuit, a capacitor. I don't know why I said capacitor. That's weird.
Capacitor.
Anyway, so each of you can roll for 2 shards and 1 metal, and one of you can roll for a component only if you wish, or you can do the standard. So to roll for that, if you want to roll for 2 shards, roll 2d6, and I'll tell you what each of those equates to.
Okay.
Actually, I'll put this up on screen. It's just easier than doing you all
So
individually.
2 shards and metal, did you say?
Yep, and actually, let me put this up on screen because it's way easier than just running through each of you individually. So scrap categories. The shards are a d6. So whatever you roll on your d6, you get here. Metals are a d8, and ipso facto, whatever you get there. If one of you wants, you can roll a component, but only one of you.
Oh, so it's gambling.
Yeah.
Excellent.
The loot crates.
Can we do a D6 and a D8?
Yep. So you can do 2d6 and a d8, or just 1 d10.
Cool. I got a 1, a 3 on my d6s, and a 3 on my metals. So
Well, can I do the D10, or does somebody else want a component?
ever.
Yep. So you can roll for that. Just add it to your inventory, whatever you guys get. And later on, you can use that to create things like portable traps, vehicles, upgrade your weapons.
Do we need to declare what we've gotten so that we're not? Yeah.
No, that's fine if you just want to document it. I trust you guys. Like, it's not great podcasting, just reading through. I've got coil. I have wire.
I have
copper.
coil.
I have precious gold.
I got 8 gold and 17 platinum.
I rolled a 10 on my D10. Does that say battery?
Yes.
Sorry, it's a bit small. Battery. Okay, I got a battery.
And it's funny you should roll that, Sean. Actually, when everyone's done, can you just roll me a quick perception check equivalent? So a instinct roll.
Instinct.
7 with hope.
Uh,
Like I should have more in that.
my instinct was 8 with hope.
Okay, did anyone roll above a 12?
What are we rolling for? Sorry.
Just a quick instinct roll.
I got 10 with fear.
Okay. If no one rolled above a 12, that's all good. Nothing happens. Yeah. And you guys have some scrap. You also have the upload center in front of you. Cleo's around, Enoki's around, and you guys can do what you wish. You have the data slate. Someone has the data slate.
I've got the data
I
slate.
can't remember who.
I don't know what they're doing. The room will just sort of look around this room of where this abomination was created
Yeah, sure.
to try gauge like how this has happened. Have
Yeah,
they
roll
been-
me a knowledge check. I'd say this is comprehension. So you're trying to comprehend and put together what is going on here. Like what
Yeah.
are all? How did this occur?
You say knowledge?
Yep.
13 with fear.
You sort of put it together, and you think, looking at the various mechanical arms, looking at the failed, almost mushroom-like organic substance on the floor, you think this is probably a concept that could theoretically work with the right resources and tools. But this is a man growing mushrooms in a basement on a shoestring budget to try and build something, and that maybe with the right funding and resources, this might not be a disaster. But right now, this is a man desperately putting together whatever he can. And things
Unless
go
it's
wrong when that happens.
And this is another Remnant Crazy Times.
Can I go back to the previous room and show Enoki the data slate and ask for his opinion on it?
Yeah, sure. It sort of does catch his eye, and he looks over and he's like, "That's interesting." He sort of looks at it, and you see the 3 data points. So previously there were 3 data points sort of bouncing around the map, and I'm going to pull up a map just for completeness. So this is from Reddit. Thank you, Reddit.
Thanks, Reddit.
So the points are bouncing around, and he sort of like he taps at the slate. He's like, "Oh, this is funny. It's low on power. It's in low power mode. Hang on, let me just. He sort of flicks a few things, and he just like corrects a wire. He pops out something in the back and just tweaks it, and the 3 data points sort of start to slow down, and they ping off of 3 key locations. The first location they ping is the Northern Oracle. So to the north is a structure called the Northern Oracle, where a very hardline religious zealot preaches the word of the Motherboard, but it's a different sect than the main citadel. They approach the mountains. The second one bounces around and lands on Calcarus, a city built in the remains of a giant skyscraper through which a massive tree has grown and now operates on a series of vertical farms, producing much of the foodstuff for the Vale. And the final one stops to the southwest on the almost centipede-like ship of the Neriedus, which is a huge remnant that houses upwards of 100,000 people. And it's a colony of people who very much believe in free speech, and they elect a new person every season to lead them, called the voice of the people or the mouth of the people. And those 3 points sort of highlight and lock in, as whereas previously it was just scattered around the screen. And each of those, a tiny little key symbol pops up next to them. And Enoki's like, oh, will you look at that?
And for our reference, where are we in relation to those? I know we're at one of the data upload.
Yep. Good point. So you guys are down towards the southwest, just near where the May Trader Caravan is located. So you guys are in the wastes or the wilds between towns, and you're approaching the May Trader Caravan, which is a loose collective of merchants that's generally good-natured, generally has a good word on the street, and they sort of move around in that southwest quadrant. So you guys would be to the east of where the Neriedus sort of swims, and to the south of the main citadel. So the Neriedus is probably closest, but Calcarus is not too far.
And just like for scale, like how far across is the Vale?
I can't give you like kilometers, but it would be maybe 1 to 2 days travel to get to the Neriedus, and maybe 3 days travel to the northwest to get to Calcarus. There are ways to make that faster. You can jump on a moving city, like the Spider or the Library. You can ride the cables. It's a little more dangerous, but you can ride the cables with a tether. That speeds it up a bit. And to get to the far north would take you almost a week.
Yeah. And we'd have to traverse some weird terrain.
Yeah. But you don't know that, because only at the moment Amox and Enoki know that.
Yeah. Did we upload the data pad stuff?
Not yet. Last time you tried and you couldn't get a fix on the external. So you guys came in sort of looking for a way to get it to the motherboard, because the main profit of the motherboard, you couldn't really think of any other ideas.
Yeah. But should we try and do that? Or is that the data board that Amox is showing to Enoki? Is that where the message is contained?
Yep. So that's where it's currently offline. And if you want to get it to someone, you're going to have to plug that in the upload room. And Enoki's just going to look at you, Amox, and say, "That's dangerous stuff you got there. You got in the wrong hands."
Oh, what should we do with it then?
And Enoki just raises up a fist and slams it straight through the data slate. You are free to make a reaction if you wish to stop that happening.
I'm just sitting in stunned silence as to what just happened.
No good will come of following that, and no one should have those details.
I think I'll call out for the others. I need some help here.
Just to be clear, we don't actually know what those
just happened.
data
We don't know what
points
those things are.
are.
You would have heard a crash just then, but the only one who would have seen the locations would be Amox.
Yeah. They're all associated with the Fatherboard people, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Given where we
No.
But what I mean is, like, we weren't given more information. We were just shown 3 locations. We don't actually have anything else.
Just 3 locations with a key.
With a key.
Okay.
And Amox was shown it.
So what does Enoki know? Or is he just bat poopy?
Yeah, we don't know.
Like,
I think hearing a crash after just fighting a big remnant,
yeah,
Yeah,
we'd be
go
like,
out.
draw my
Running in.
sword and go running in to investigate, see what's happening.
Sure.
I mean, for Rim would have seen the data pad be smashed and go, and everyone, I'm guessing everyone sort of go, shit, because that's what you're down here for, and just be like, cool. That.
What happened?
I think
Yeah, what
Amox is just like, just frantic, going, "Oh my god, the library would have wanted this knowledge so much. The knowledge, it's gone." And he's just lamenting on the floor.
Can we put it back together?
You could try.
Why? How? What?
Enoki, what happened?
No good will come of what is on that data slate.
What's on the data slate? Data.
No.
Data slate.
The data slate, the data.
Data. What's on the
Something
data
that should
slate?
stay hidden. Something that we are not meant to toy with.
You're saying that as a man that just tried to merge Remnant and Man. Like, compared to what you've been making, how, like, stop you, would help you, would be worse, more robots, less robots? Where are we at?
I'm just a sad guy in a lab trying to make things good. Where that leads, let's just say there'll be a lot more people left like me.
I would like to use my voice of dread so I can magically speak directly into the ears of a creature that I can see. Now, I don't want to torment them with my words, so I don't need to make a spellcast roll. I just want to talk to them. Amox, if you saw what was on that screen, blink twice for me.
Well, it's a good thing because I also have voice of dread. So I'll whisper into a little microphone on my shoulder and go, "Don't worry, I'll draw it out for you guys."
Okay. Because he's bat poopy, right? We agree that he's bat poopy.
He's off the rails. Psychotic.
If it's not recoverable, then maybe we just smile and nod and back our way slowly out of here and have a little powwow outside, away from the crazy man that I'm pretty sure eats his ex-wives.
Sounds like a plan. So just the two of us start slowly backing away, while everyone else is staying around.
Maybe we should pass the word. We'll like split them up and like pass the word.
Cleo sort of rolls up to you and says, "Are we done collaborating? Can we go outside, Enoki?"
Can I ask Cleo if he can fix this Slate?
Do you want to fix the slate, or are you asking if he can?
I'll ask him if he can fix the Slate.
Yeah, if you ask that, Cleo sort of looks down at the parts and starts putting them together. Cleo's moderately competent as a remnant. Slowly starts fixing it. You think like it's not going to happen instantly, but he could probably do it over the space of a few days, maybe. You might get some data loss, but you can probably do it.
Does Enoki do anything? Like
Yeah.
when Cleo starts putting the slate back together, or is he like dissociated again and he's off?
He sort of looks at you guys and he says, "Who sent you? Why are you here? Where'd you get that slate?
What do you know about the slate?
Are you with them?"
It would be easier to answer if I knew who them was. Because
Are you with the Fatherboard?
God,
Did the first
no.
nail send you?
God no, we killed one of those
No.
bugs. They're
And
crazy.
they're active. They must be looking. They must be looking for it. Oh, this is
Looking
bad.
for what? We can help you.
You're not with them, Enoki.
Nah.
Look
Roll
what you
me-
know.
Roll me a charisma equivalent. Roll me a presence check. Mike and Sean. I think there would be the two people who have asked him there.
Can I use my empathy to understand his situation and help me?
Yeah, sure.
I love that that's a thing you have.
Empathy,
I'm
superpower.
very empathetic.
I got 17 with fear.
Yep, I'll take that for you. What did you get, Mike?
I'm just trying to figure out. There's +2. Oh, there we go. Okay, I just click on it. Cool. I'm just figuring out the UI.
Yeah.
I got a 19 with fear.
With those two rolls, you see something resigns itself in his eyes, and he sort of grabs the marker and sort of like clears some space on a wall and just starts drawing over a brick wall. And he draws a quick map of the Echo Vale, and he says, there are 3 locations, and he maps out the ones that we showed Amox, the Northern Oracle, the Calcarus city, and the Neriedus, the mobile transport. And he said, each of these holds 3 keys to something they call the Fatherboard. Now, I don't know what's going to happen if they get the 3 keys. I don't know what it unlocks or even where it unlocks, but they want them bad. And anything the first nail wants is batshit crazy. This guy is like, I know I'm, a few screws loose upstairs, but they call this guy is mad. He's called the First Nail. He's called the Ashen Patriarch. He leaves nothing but destruction where he goes. And if he gets these 3 keys, something terrible will happen to the Echo Vale. And he just throws his marker away and just starts rifling through his sheets.
Well, it sounds like we got to get it first.
How do you know all of this, Enoki? Did they hurt you? Are they why you're hiding down here?
I did some work for them briefly before I knew what they were doing. I thought their work could help me understand the remnants better, but they don't want to understand the remnants better. They want to understand them the way you dissect a frog in a lab or the way you understand a virus to kill it.
Do they have a specific location that they're working out of? We just have only really heard about these Fatherboard group recently.
They tend to move around. They've hidden up in a few places previously. When I worked with them, they were working out of Carrowcroft Walkaway, which is you guys would know this, it's a giant mobile city. Like if you've ever seen Mortal Engines, the movie, it's a giant moving city that's packed to the gills with raiders who sort of raid the surrounding areas.
Mad Max on a big crab.
Yeah. And but they move around. I don't know where they'd be now. I've been down here for years trying to do this. But man, I'd love to stick it to that guy. And he sort of looks at Cleo and he's like, Cleo, pack our bags. It's time to collaborate. And Cleo goes, yay. And you can see he fully intends to go after whatever this is. Whether or not he comes with you is another question. But he's packing bags and getting ready to go find whatever these things are.
Oh, great. An escort quest and the guy's bonkers.
I love it.
You should make a right carry on this. Yeah.
Bonkers like a fox.
Gotta love it when a crazy person has all the info.
So the upload's not going to happen because the data board's broken, but we at least know the details. Should we maybe tell that Qatari woman that she can go home? Or should we see if she wants to come with us and help us?
Let's invite to the party as well. The more, the merrier.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Did we actually enter the final upload room at all? Did anybody actually go in there?
No.
Should we just check it out and see if there's anything worth taking before we go?
Yeah. Cleo will let you in, taps the keypad, door swings open wide. It's mostly, this is mostly nuts and bolts stuff. So it's literal servers and data crystals. I think I had a picture, but I can't even find it. But yeah, you see a central data server with cables stretching up through the data well that connects to the motherboard. So you know, if you wanted and if you trusted them enough, you could send some sort of message to the motherboard. Do any of you have a connection there or trust anyone there enough that you would be willing to send them a message?
Oh, no.
Pip, you
Yeah,
don't know
so
anybody at the motherboard, do you?
Cleo has not collaborated with the motherboard. We have just talked to Enoki.
Good. Did Enoki make you?
I think Enoki built me. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I was not here, and then I was Cleo.
Yep. But there's nothing really of interest to take, and I certainly don't have anyone to communicate with.
You can roll a d6 for an additional scrap. Maybe you'll find like some discarded stuff Enoki's left in there for a shard, some wires, some screws or something if you want.
I got a 6. I can't remember what the table said.
Yeah. I got a
I
4.
will look it up for you.
Daggerheart scrap table.
But yeah, not much else in this room. It's literally just a server for uploading shit. Yeah. And you have a Qatari woman upstairs. You have a couple of remnants up there that you'll be able to loot for scrap as well if you want. Yeah, is there anything else you guys would like to do? I just want to check if anyone had anything else they wanted to do down here.
You said there were mushrooms in the other room. I would like to check them for medicinal properties, please.
Yeah, sure. You can roll me a check. Roll me a instinct or a knowledge check, depending on what you're trying to do, I guess.
Well, I think I will probably mostly ask them, which is a thing I can do.
And the mushrooms, you can talk to them essentially. I'll say we've got 5 minutes left too, just because of time.
12 with hope.
12 with hope. Okay, so approaching the last 5 minutes of the game, the mushrooms turn to you and say, "We are the mushroom people. We have many songs. If you'd like to talk to us, you just have to sing along. We are the mushroom."
Definitely hallucinogens. I'm gonna do a little harvest. That could come in handy. Those guys are definitely tripping balls.
Just the expectation that every single mushroom she talks to is going to get a song, a unique song, many different songs. Your words.
But Lily Pilly also has to sing to them.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank. Oh my god. Oh, hold on. I need to. No, it's not a natural environment. Just because it's got mushrooms in it doesn't mean it's a natural environment. I have nothing.
I'd like to enter something into the upload screen.
Sure.
If that's right. I will just write, "I, Amox, am here." And set it off.
Yeah, sure. Do you just send it out to the world? Like,
Set out to the world.
That's cool.
no worries.
There's
Oh my
definitely
God.
going to be people chasing us now.
But they've only got his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you just trust
Yeah.
everybody? Is like naive your special ability, or
It's just the
Never
opposite
been
of me
hurt.
that thinks everyone wants to eat me.
I was like never been hurt in their life?
That's why no one will remember your name.
Tidlick room, is there anything you're doing before you exit?
Just looting.
Sure.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, if Enoki's packing, then everything, any books relating to the creation of the hybrid thing are just getting accidentally tipped in curry. They were
Yeah, sure.
not
He's pretty
reusable.
distracted.
by
You can
anyone.
do that.
Yeah, I'd do it, and probably pretty blatantly when I realize he's not looking.
Yeah, you could also take a bit of spare curry. Like, there's a bit there if you want to take
I will
it.
try it. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste food. Is it any good?
Lily Pilly thinks it's people.
We wouldn't have tested people yet.
You start getting the shakes.
You don't get the piranha shakes straight away. It takes a couple. Anyway,
I mean, either that or he's been putting these mushrooms in there.
if you do it right, you still don't get this. Anyway, no brain matter, no spine cord. You don't know these things.
Can I pat Ginger?
Yeah.
That's how I want to use my last 5 minutes.
Can we get information from the motherboard, or it's just just more that we post stuff?
You could. You could. It's you absolutely could actually. Yeah.
I might see if I can find out anything about the Neriedus.
Yeah. Sure.
That's the name, right?
So-
The ship,
Yeah.
where it is, who's the mouth. See if anything's
Yeah.
familiar.
So it's easy enough to get some information about the Neriedus. It's very well known. It is one of the moving cities of the Echo Vale. It moves around the southern ocean. It houses about 100,000 people. Like it's a pretty big city, all things considered. The leader of the Neriedus is known as the Mouth of the People, and it changes every season. They democratically elect their leaders. You find that the leader is about to change hands. You also find that there is a lot of history of the Neriedus from 5 years ago when the Remnants Fury erupted. And during that, there was a pretty significant attack on the Neriedus, and there were several lives lost as the ship was attacked by aquatic and amphibious remnants. And that's what you get on a basic history check. There is all sorts of nuance to its social structure and industry, but it's a mobile city that changes its political leaders every sort of 3 to 4 months, with all the pros and cons that comes with that.
Nothing about what happened after the Remnant Fury. Changes of leadership.
You see that the leaders of the Neriedus, they took more of a hard line against outsiders. So in reaction to being assaulted, they changed their security team. So they removed their old security team and replaced them with a new tribe. They also, you see, regarding again the same political mantra of, even though the politician changes every 3 months, it's Neriedus first. Protection from threat, protection from outsiders, and it's becoming slowly more insular, reading between the lines. If you want to look up anything else specific, I'm happy to send you what notes you can get afterwards, Sean, if there's anything.
Yeah, well, I just want to see if there's anything about the Daggerheart family or...
Yeah, sure. So you look up the Daggerheart family, and you just see a black note, and a lot of it's redacted. And you see that the Daggerheart family is removed from a lot of the memorials, the honorable monuments, the lists of the fallen. But you do see that the Daggerheart family entrances stopped 5 years ago at the Remnants Fury, and it just says exiled. And you see the names of many former heroes of your tribe struck out.
Nothing about cultists.
Not openly, but I mean, that's not really cultist jam. Like, they're not on the Sydney
No,
Morning Herald being
that's
like,
right.
cults, what do we love about them? Hard quiz.
I mean,
There can be signs. Anyway,
yeah.
I think
If there's
Tiddly
anything
just-
else you guys want to look up, I'm happy to do it at the start of next episode. We can do a data dump, but yeah.
Fantastic.
Cool. All right. You guys gather your things. You gather Enoki and Cleo, who rolls happily up the stairs. Looking forward to further collaboration.
I would like to make sure
And-
Enoki puts on pants.
Enoki does put on pants at your
Thank you.
urging. He does not put on a shirt. He still has his bathrobe, sort of tied. It's tied up, like tied up with one of those bathrobe ties. He's got his bags of scientific equipment.
The issue
And,
is abrasive plants and stuff. It's not fashion. I don't care if he's naked. I don't want him covered in poison sumac.
Okay. And he's got one of the arms from the exoskeleton, just like as like a hand laser, and he's just like, let's do it. And you guys exit the tower. You find the hostage tied up with the Qatari woman, and you are free to pursue wherever you wish. You are free to seek out the keys to the Fatherboard, whatever they are. You are free to pursue the cultists, or you are free to explore the uncharted map and see what's going on in the east of the continent. But the adventure is yours, and we will see it next time on D&D MDT.